Hello, we're back with COVID cooking. Today we're making gumbo. We're making my gumbo, which, like most of the stuff I make, you can change the ingredients to suit however you want. So we're starting out with a bottle of Woodwork 2015 Pinot from California, from, where is this? Napa, I think. Anyways, it's very good, like 20 bucks. So very light, and it should go well with the gumbo. Gumbo is a Cajun Creole dish. Gumbo is okra. This is okra. If you've never used okra, when it cooks, it gets kind of slimy, which sort of helps to thicken the dish, but I don't like real slime, so I'm going to cook the okra with the other vegetables to really cook that slime out of it. So gumbo is almost always, if you can get andouille, get andouille. I couldn't get any andouille, so I used this Gaspar's chorizo from Fall River, Massachusetts. We want it to be just a little spicy. Now, I am not making this spicy really at all. You are welcome to if you like. I'm going to make it like this, and then I'm going to add heat into it later when it's all done. So basically we have sausage, chicken, shrimp. These are crawfish tails. They're already cooked and cleaned and everything, so I don't want to put them in until right at the end, otherwise they're going to get real tough. And then we have peppers, onions. These are poblanos because I like poblanos better than bell peppers, and the okra. We have a little bit of tomato. I use the Cento canned tomatoes because they're so sweet. Garlic. I would typically use like thyme and oregano, but I have moringa trees and they require constant harvesting, so I've got a bunch of moringa here, which is a little bit bitter, so that's going to substitute in for thyme and oregano. And this is schmaltz. This came off the top of the chicken stock. So that's what I'm going to use to cook the vegetables with. All right? So we're going to come around this way. I don't want a whole lot of oil or fat in here because we're going to thicken this later on with mahogany roux. That was part of a previous video that we made. As always with garlic and onion, don't wait until the pan is screaming hot. I don't care if a few okra pieces fall enough, but I want to saute the garlic and the onion before. I want to get them in there before the pan gets really hot, otherwise they'll brown and turn bitter. I also have some basil and coriander here, and we're going to make rice to top this off with later on. So right now I've got the garlic and the onions in there. They've been going for a couple minutes. Now I'm going to put the sausage in because I want to render that out. Okay, now the chicken's going in. I'm using chicken thighs because they taste better. Chicken thighs have a lot more hearty taste than breast. So the essence of this is that it needs to cook for a while. So I'm putting all the stuff in. I'll put the chicken stock in. I'll put some of the seasonings in. And then we will just let it cook. And then the seafood will go in at the end. Little basil. And coriander. And chicken stock. That's not going to be enough chicken stock, so I'm going to end up adding some water and chicken base to it, but that's okay. Not all gumbo recipes call for tomato. I like a little tomato in mine because it's a little bit acidic to cut through some of this, because this roux is going to be pretty heavy taste-wise on the palate. As always, and especially if you're using chicken base, you want to make sure you don't season this until at the end, because there's a good bit of salt in chicken base. Even good high quality chicken base has a fair bit of salt in it. So okay, so at this point we're going to let this cook for at least an hour, and we'll be back. While you guys were taking a nap, really as soon as I started this, I put the roux in. I had the mahogany roux over here. You can put a cold roux into a warm liquid. You can't go the other way around. If you're going to put liquid into roux, the liquid has to be cold. So I put the liquid in there. If you were here for the roux video, then you remember that I said that the more you cook it, the less its ability to thicken. So that was a lot of roux. It was a cup of, it was 8 ounces of oil and 8 weight ounces of flour, which if we had left that at a blonde or even a caramel roux and put it in here, this would be concrete. You'd be able to walk on it. But cooking it down to a mahogany roux, that's what you end up with. So that has cooked for an hour. So now we're going in with shrimp. Crawfish. And And at this point, I am going to season it a little bit. Because I've been tasting this all the way along. So we're going to let those shrimp cook for a minute, and then we'll plate up. Oh, I'll put the moringa in here. I want that to cook, but I don't want it to cook a lot. Oh, shoot, that's ready to go.
You go ahead and plate one.
Okay. So there you have seafood gumbo. As usual, if you want to not use sausage, or you want to make it all seafood, or you want to make it just sausage and chicken and not use seafood, absolutely however you want to make that fly. So, thanks again. We'll see you next time.